Hey guys.
What's up, everyone? I was just fussed at and told that I was late. I hope we are, hopefully we're not late, but it is so good to see each of you in here. Thank y'all so very much for coming and hanging out with us. Today's video,
Sorry guys.
NikkiT actually did the rookie move, and she had the sound going on over here on her phone, and it sounded like an echo.
Yeah,
Sound
he's
like
proud
echo.
of that, guys. So I'll just give him that.
That's my dad joke for the day. Every time we run by a silo, I always point out the window and tell my son somebody died in that silo, and he asked, how did I know that? I said he was looking for a corner to pee in. Whew.
Wah, wah, wah.
Dad joke. Yep.
All right, why don't we start off saying hi to some
folks?
Okay.
You want to, we set our agenda, and I've already
got behind on it.
Yeah, that's right. You go first.
Hey, Ray. $10 in the house.
Hey, Ray. What's up, Brandon? Howdy. Good to see you.
Thrifty Pickers, that is Trent.
Hey, Trent. Welcome to the YouTubes. NikkiT just shared with me that you're new to the tubes, so man, it's awesome to see you. Thank you for hanging out, being in the chat tonight.
Frank
Hall Jr. Hey. What's up?
Y'all let Rev get his sip of coffee.
Yeah, I got to get my coffee.
Hey to the Hudsons in the house.
Hello. So good having y'all hanging out with us tonight.
There it goes.
Let's see. Here we go.
Star.
Louis, what's up? Hot dog. What's they say? There must be all the cool kids hang out. No wonder. Look at all these beautiful people. I agree. Uncle Bo knows.
Hey.
What's up? Andrew Truesdale, which is Marshall Truesdale.
Skip Brian at Tri Flippers.
What's up, Brian? Good to see you. Let's see. Here's Jeremy, and probably Jeremy. I don't know if George is in there or not. What the Hales?
Hey to the Hales.
Hello. Good having you hanging out with us. Let's see. Jennifer and Ryan says just Ryan tonight. Ryan, what's up, brother?
Hey, buddy.
It's good to see you. Ugg. Ugg's been busy, but we're glad he's able to hang out with us tonight. Always good to see you. Dan, the answer man. Hey, Rev. Hey, sister NikkiT.
Hey, my brother from another mother.
Yes. Here is the man. I don't know. Howdy, Colton. Man, I don't know if y'all have noticed they're doing a 1K giveaway, and before it gets given away, they're going to have to do a 2K giveaway. Right? That cat is rolling. So, man, that's awesome, brother. That's good. Yeah. Great Lake Flips. Hello. Good to see you. You get this one?
Hey, Rican Flipper. How are you? Thanks for coming in tonight.
Get a little more coffee here.
Seesaw Flips. Welcome.
Hey, Seesaw.
Tim Powell.
Hey, Tim. Good to see you.
George is right next to me. We pulled over to watch. Oh, yes.
Get ice cream.
What flavor, Jeremy? What flavors are we getting?
I think Jeremy's a vanilla. You think Jeremy's vanilla?
No.
What would Jeremy be if he was an ice cream?
What would Jeremy be if he was an ice cream?
He'd be that like crazy sherbet, like all them different colors, real bright, all these different colors.
And nothing in the world wrong with that.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. What ice cream would I be? Come on, you better come up with something good.
Rocky Road.
Oh, my.
I'm just kidding.
Rocky Road. Man, Jeremy, what the hell is like nice sherbet, and I'm a Rocky Road. Oh my goodness.
No, I'm just kidding. He's a vanilla man.
I am vanilla, but I didn't want you even to say vanilla. I thought I had a little more. I'm at least got the little vanilla beans in there. I at least got the little specks of vanilla bean. Maybe something like that. Miss Debbie Burns, I wasn't supposed to say Miss Debbie Burns. Good to see you tonight. Good to see you. I know there's a lot of things going on the tubes tonight. We're so happy y'all are hanging out with us. We want to share with you some things tonight. If you saw our video earlier, you probably know some of it.
George was hangry. She got chocolate with peanut butter sauce. Ooh.
And Oreos. That's what I'm talking about.
Can y'all deliver some?
Yes, I'll tell you. Chocolate, peanut butter sauce, and Oreos.
You cannot go wrong. That's awesome. You cannot go wrong with that.
Arcade Treasure Center.
Roy.
Hey, Roy. Good to see you, brother. Always good to see you.
George. Extra Oreos is a must. Yes. When I go to to Dairy Queen and we get any kind of Blizzard with Oreos, you have to put in extra Oreos.
I like the mud pie Blizzard. I don't know if you ever had it. It's got a little coffee, a little vanilla, a little fudge, little Oreo. Just mix it all together.
Not a little. You can't say a little Oreo. You got to have. Like, I'm good if you just crunch like half a pack and just throw it in there.
Want some ice cream with the Oreos. Yeah. Hey, I'm Brad. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
We need to tell Roy congratulations too. Roy from Arcade Treasure Center hit his 4K hours.
Yeah, I got. I just jumped on me. Here he is. Arcade Treasure Center just hit that monetization zone. Great, awesome. We had a bunch of help getting us there, and we have watched Arcade Treasure Center, so we're glad to throw in our little help there as well. Shani Sales, hello. So good having you hanging out with us tonight. I'm going to go over and turn you blue and turn Roy blue.
If it quits jumping on us.
It's going to do that. It's going to jump. Let's see. And just as soon as I do that, something's going to go.
Too,
where's George? Infamous George doesn't have one. Brad doesn't have one. I'm turning everybody blue. You're blue, and you're going to be blue.
We're going to have a chat full of Smurfs.
Yes. Everybody's blue. Yeah, Roy and Kim are great people. I truly agree to that. Tim Powell said Snickers and Reese peanut butter cups is good in a blizzard. It sounds impeccably wonderful right now.
Yeah.
I'm the only thing we have ground. NikkiT's made me some coffee. What kind of coffee is this?
Bones.
Bones. I don't know if y'all have ever seen it. Got it over the interweb, right? You got it over the internet?
Yeah. Yep. Ordered some whole bean.
Where's it from? It's good stuff.
Bones.
Touche.
People.
Don't get caught up in the minutia. We're going to talk about that in a little bit.
He's proud of that big word.
Good evening, NikkiT and Reverend Resell and everyone in the chat. Turtle Trader, good to see you. Good to see you.
No, I did not pick his shirt out tonight. He actually dressed himself, Louis.
Yeah, a little color, man. I appreciate you pointing out my attire. Yeah, I got a little blue on today. Got a little blue.
That's about how it goes, George. You get a wrench, everybody gets a wrench.
Yes, we pass that wrench out around here. So we want to start out by updating our 21-day accountability challenge on YouTube. Now, for many of you, I'm sure if you have been around, we have already hit 2 weeks. 2 solid weeks of a video a day at 7 p.m. every day for 14 days. So we have been hitting a video a day and letting you know how many listings that we have gotten done. Douglas, good to see you.
Hey.
Always good to see you in chat.
Oh, Lone Star, it's always leaded.
Oh, yeah.
Decaf is like...
I need leaded to go to sleep. We don't, decaf don't show up in this house. There's a few things that we don't allow coming to our house, and decaf is one of them. And Diet Coke is another. I can't handle diet. Goodness. I need a diet, but I don't like Diet Coke. Where was I at? 21-day accountability challenge on YouTube. We're at 2 weeks, so we've hit 14 solid days. So we've been putting a video out, keeping us accountable. I think that is really, really important for us. It has helped us to stay accountable, to make sure the listings are getting put up. I haven't filmed the last part of the video for tomorrow, but sneak peek, I got 17 listings. 17 listings for $143, 20 sales today. So it has been really, really awesome. And I've noticed, I have to let this out. You say something.
Say something.
Yeah, I'm going to get some coffee.
Actually, I've been participating in the listing challenge too. We haven't really been putting my numbers out there. But when I started on my store, I guess when the challenge started, I had up 100, or not 100, I had like 32 listings up. I'm up to 163 listings now. So I've been plugging away.
163 listings. What I was going to say is that the challenge that I put out to myself is to average 10 listings for 21 days, totaling 210 listings. Wanted to make sure that we were able to get that done and put a video keeping myself accountable at 7 p.m. every day. Some of you thought that we were going to be premiering at 7 p.m. every day. Hey, James, good to see you. Callie Picker, always good to see you. We could not do that. We did a premiere early on in the process, and the premiere went like berserk. So we have held back a little bit on that. Yes, so we did a premiere today. Thank you all, those of you that hung out with us.
Thank you so much, Roy.
Yes, indeed,
Thank
Roy.
you.
You're a blessing to us, man.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that so very much. All those super chats are not necessary, but very much appreciated.
Yes,
So we thank you so very much for that, and we'll return those favors most certainly. But I noticed today as I was doing it, I should have mentioned it probably a couple of videos ago. Guess what, y'all? We already have our 210 listings up. So if I listed nothing else for the next week, I would still meet my challenge of 210 listings over 21 days.
But we're not giving up.
We're not going to quit. There's no quit in this game. So we're going to continue to try to do at least 10. We would like to see how high we can get that average. I think right now we're like 16.2 listings a day. We would like to blow that out of the water. I think this cat right here, I hate to put him out on the YouTubes, but he's trying to do 21 listings a day. He's full-time cat, and he's doing a great job at it.
Which one of the great things we've seen out of this is, he's listed 200 and I forget how many, 20 some odd listings, and we've actually sold 209 listings in that time period. So
yeah, cool. I mean, it's what we're listing, we're selling, and especially these. Let's see, I'll pull it up here. These things here, these are super easy for me to list. These are not very expensive cards, but it is amazing to me. I am listing these cards. I'll list them at night and get them up, and by the next day, I'll have 10 or 15 to ship out the door. So it is really being a blessing to list these inexpensive cards. The Baptist Lottery Ticket Store has really blowed up. I mean, it has all kind of listings on it. I'm going to show the chart probably in tomorrow's video at 7 o'clock. The chart is like nothing, maybe a few little dips, and over the last probably 2 weeks, it is like this.
Yeah.
So that has been really encouraging, for me.
I think Rev's kind of like another, I won't call names, Colton, in the chat tonight, how they say, sometimes you list some of the easier things.
Did you say Colton?
I said.
Oh, she didn't say Colton. I thought she said Colton. At Redneck Reselling. I think she said.
Sometimes you do. You list things that are easier just to get your listings up. And hey, everybody has those days.
We have been doing that a bunch, like probably 4 or 5 days in a row. I have been doing those easy listings. We're going to talk a little bit about that, why. But I think those easy listings are good to get that knocked out.
He's admitting it. He said he goes straight for the easy stuff.
I go straight for the easy stuff myself, brother. There is no doubt. There are days that I'm encouraged and want to list, and there's days that I list because I need to list.
Yeah. Yeah. Douglas, he's mentioned he's got some pretty nasty storms around. So
oh my, we've been seeing that in the chat. We're hoping everything works out well.
Yeah.
After the video today, I had a lot of people that have messaged me, and I don't want to say the name, but someone shared with me that they had a storm came through, a lightning storm, and it knocked out virtually all their electrical items in their house: phones, TVs, computers, garage doors. I mean, that's tough. So, and I know it's just stuff, and I know sometimes we can get hung up when it comes to our stuff. But boy, I really know that's got to be, be really, really difficult.
Yeah. Well.
So.
Update on life, huh?
Yeah, let's get. Here we. Let's give a update on life. So let's start with that, and then we'll go into the question.
We don't want to get like super heavy on on all this, but we just kind of want to give you an update to where we are.
Yeah.
The last couple weeks have been kind of crazy around here. About a week, almost 2 weeks ago now, I lost my grandmother. Suddenly, she got really, really sick one morning, and by that afternoon, she was gone. So we got that phone call, which, with everything that's going on right now, there's really nothing they're going to do, no services or anything. So it's just kind of one of those moments to take a deep breath, step back for a second, and just, take some time. So there was that, and then.
Yeah, then I wasn't that too much longer later.
Yeah.
We get a call at the beginning part of this week Actually, it was Saturday, I believe, we got the call that my 94-year-old grandmother was going to the hospital, was having complications. We found out that she is still in the hospital right now with COVID. She has tested positive. I'd not heard of this, but said she had a spot on one of her lungs and that it was COVID pneumonia. She's 94 years old, but I have to share this story. My mom called and was talking to her, and my mom let me know that my granny was upset. And I said, "What's she upset about?" She said, "Well, somebody had stolen her car." Now, she's 94 years old. She has dementia, and she has night timers, I believe is what they call it. And she was just ticked off that somebody had stolen her car. So I'm grateful that my granny still has enough spunk that she's concerned and worried about her ride. I don't know what she's driving, but I'd like to find out. Like to talk to her. But we appreciate y'all for your prayers. We appreciate you. So many of you have messaged me, even in those couple hours that this last little video has been out, the day 14 video, have given me your condolences. Many of y'all are doing that now, and boy, we're grateful for that. It means a bunch.
Hey, Kim, and thank you, Brad, thank you, Roy.
Yeah.
And then after that, we got a phone call that potentially, because his parents had actually gone to see her after they hadn't seen his grandmother in a while, right before the day before she was actually diagnosed, they stopped by to see her and
wanted to speak through a window, and my granny wouldn't have it. She's 94 years old. If she sees her daughter, she's coming outside to see her.
Now his dad is sick, and we think potentially, of course, that he too could potentially have COVID, so he's going to be tested.
He's going tomorrow. So those are
that's been life.
Yes, my mom's a diabetic. She's got all those complications. So y'all understand the pressure. I know probably there's so many of us tonight probably that have similar stories, that have heard of loved ones or family members that has been affected by this pandemic. And it is just, it's difficult when stuff like this takes place. And I'll let y'all in. We said update on life. I didn't have this written down on the agenda. It has been tough for me as a minister because I want to be able to go and care for people and visit people and love on people. When times like this happen, that's what preachers do. And we're really not allowed to do that. We've had those that have had surgeries, those that have been sick, those who've lost loved ones. I've got a buddy of mine I went to high school with that's a member of the church that I pastor. I'm going to be preaching his mom's memorial service this Saturday, but I've just been able to talk to him over the phone. We really hadn't sit down and had that opportunity to meet. It is difficult. That life in and of itself is difficult. So that gets us to our question. Now, my wife has prefaced me about not going into great detail on certain things, and we don't want to do that. That's not what this question is about. But my question to you is, how has this pandemic, and I'll say, and everything else going on in the world, how has that affected your reselling? How has that affected what we do as resellers? All the mess that's going on, the pandemic for months.
We've all had to learn, I think, different ways now to maybe source.
Yeah.
In reselling, we've had to learn different tricks of the trade to, continue with reselling.
Yeah.
To make reselling, to keep that income flowing for us. So
what are some of the things, if there's 31 of y'all in here, we're ever so grateful y'all are hanging out with us. We want to make this topic light and fun. It is what it is. But what are some of the things that you have noticed that has changed for you? I wrote down a few. Shipping for me has been atrocious. When I say shipping, I mean there are packages getting hung up. UPS is it has just UPS is going crazy. There are United States Postal Service. The Postal Service is going crazy. So I have lost packages. Packages have taken 2 and 3 weeks, which they normally would take 5 or 6 days. So it has been tough. Kim says, my collectible game is harder than ever before to make a buck. I get it. Being able to find those collections, people are doing that.
Hey, Dana, who came in.
Hey, Dana. Hello, Simply Dana.
Gina.
Hadn't seen Key Lime. Let's see. More online arbitrage. I think James says that's so true.
Yep. Jeremy said increased our sales as if it was Q4, but we also started bulk auctions on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. I wrote that down too. The first month or two, we had the best months that we have ever had. When COVID struck, when the sickness came about, boy, it just went crazy. I mean, I probably did more, like Jeremy said. It was like a Q4 type deal. It blew up. So it was one of those. PC Crane, good to see you. Crane. PB, I was reading it too fast.
Thank you.
We most certainly hope and pray the same thing. Challenging times teach us all to be resourceful and creative and to do it with a smile. Dan the Answer Man, that is so true. That's so true.
Thank you, Douglas.
Yes, thank you so very much. Colton says, Colton says not being able to hang out and socialize with family and friends in person. In our profession, it can be awful lonely without the pandemic. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. There are so many things that we have wanted to do that we can't do. Socializing is one of those.
Yeah.
YouTube has been great for us. We have been able to meet a lot of people and talk to a lot of people.
I only noticed that more home items have sold for me. Puzzles, games, board games, collectibles, selling more. Others than that, it's been going great and still is.
Amen.
Awesome.
Yeah, we sold some puzzles and all that. So yeah, we sold some good puzzles during all this.
The Liberty puzzle. It's partially your fault, brother, since you started this 21-day challenge. The USPS has gotten overwhelmed like crazy.
I'll take it, brother. I'll take it. It's it can be trying. And to me, I'm going to share with you in just a minute when I talk about things that I have learned. There's some things that I have learned through this process. It's really that's really been tough.
Says it's been hard for me to get started, but I have had a lot of time to learn everything I can.
That is so true. Yeah. And we have had more time because we're at home more. We're not able to go and do certain things that we could do. You're right. We have had more time to study and prepare and learn and do all of that. PB says yard sales still haven't returned here, makes sourcing real difficult. Have been using more marketplace, Amazon returns. That's smart. Yeah, finding different ways to source. I'll let y'all know this. The last few days I have went to the honey holes. I call them honey holes because you can always go there and find something. But for us, it has not been that way. We have not been able to find stuff to source in our honey holes. It is really dried up. So we have had to learn to do that as well and to find different ways to source. Yep. We've done some marketplace deals, got some records.
Yep.
And we're just tackling death pile. James says, I've been doing more videos. Yeah, it gives us more time to do the YouTubes.
Death piles.
Death piles, mine and yours. Is that what you're saying?
Mine's all listed, y'all.
Just talking her junk. The silver lining is that the pandemic has led me to all you wonderful resellers. Yes. I have gained many new friends. Thank you. We agree wholeheartedly. We've had just a great time. I think Colton agrees. Heck yeah. YouTube is our saving grace.
We absolutely love the people we have met on YouTube.
We don't even know y'all outside of chats and interviews and different things like that, but it's amazing how you can make friends that we never would have probably had an opportunity to meet without the YouTube. So it has been it's been awesome. Yeah. Tomorrow interviewing KJ, man, that's going to be awesome. Y'all go to Cali Picker and see that. I know it's going to be a great interview. He does a great job. Yep.
Bought a few pallets.
And recently some Goodwill shopping. That's awesome. Those pallets. We have never bought a pallet because we are out of space. So we picked the pallets.
Rev needs a he shed. That's what we need. Rev needs a he shed.
I got a garage. I don't need a
garage and a front room and a guest room and a shed.
She got the guest room.
One shed already. Oh no. Y'all, if I could take this camera, I would show you who owns most of the closets.
She ain't taking no camera. She's not going to show that to the YouTubes. Y'all see me squall tires in I have been driving. How old am I now?
You're 40.
40 years old. So that means for 24 years, that spot on the dirt road today, if y'all haven't gone and watched the video, there's one spot on our dirt road. It's Lunsford Road, and it comes out, and it comes to a T. And boy, I have put up a dust cloud there every single time. Hope y'all enjoyed that. I got a little bit there. Jeremy says he's been extremely fortunate. The Ohio hasn't been impacted too harshly and didn't interrupt our lifestyle. In other words, we're boring.
We're usually, I mean, we're I guess some people would consider us pretty boring too. We don't.
Yeah, but we do get out. I mean, we're not clubbing. I mean, we're not doing. I mean, we're not doing any of that. Raves. Yeah, we don't. No mosh pits here. I don't think that's even a thing anymore. Yeah, but we do get out and see people, and we enjoy fellowship. I'm introverted. People wouldn't ever believe that, even in ministry. But when you're up preaching, you don't have a lot of interaction. But we love people and love getting out and seeing our friends.
Yeah, we're hoping to meet up with several YouTubers. Our hope is in August for the 127. We know several people in here and all that go. So we're really hoping to meet some of y'all at the 127.
That would be cool if things settle down some. Dan says, take that corner into General Lee.
We're giving him ideas, y'all.
They actually recorded that television show in the town where we're in right now. There's actually, before they repaved it, you could see where they do the jump over the railroad tracks. Used to have a spot there and a sign, but of course they've taken it down.
DJ's in the house, Uncle Bubba.
Uncle Bubba, good to see you.
And then Marie said mosh pits were still a thing last summer.
Last summer was like so. Last summer,
Can
that's
imagine
like
a socially distanced mosh pit.
Woo!
That would hurt.
Yeah.
You jumped off the stage into one of those.
So we have so it's been difficult. I'm sure for all of us, these things have.
I don't think we said hey to Nitrous Diecast either.
Did we not say hey to Nitrous Diecast? Hey, Nitrous Diecast, good to see you. Always good. You should try that jump.
I want to see. Yeah, okay. If it's a Colton and Rev jump.
I think he's talking about the jump where the General Lee did.
I'm talking about a creek jump.
Yeah, we can do a creek jump. I want to see him go noodling again and catch more of them.
I want you to take Rev with you.
Yeah,
we have him stick his hand in one of them holes under them
rocks.
We
do trot lines and stuff like that around here. If you saw the video, you got to see South River. That's where I grew up. So
I want to hear y'all squealing when something latches onto y'all's hands.
That would be. I've actually grabbed an alligator by the tail before. Have I not?
He has, but you know what I told him?
What did I do with the alligator? Did I just grab its tail and let it go, or did I pick its back legs up off the ground?
Y'all, what did I tell you I would do?
What did you say?
I told him, I said, when it takes your arm, I'm not taking you to the hospital. I'm not.
We had a buddy of mine that was also a preacher that walked down to it, and the alligator turned, and when he did, he left his sandal. So I went down and grabbed the alligator by the tail and picked it up, and that alligator was running. Boy, it was trying to get away.
The laugh that you hear at the creek jump, it was the same fella, Max.
Same guy, Max.
He ran out of his sandals when the gator jumped.
We'll have to tell that story one day. Jeremy, the 127 sale.
Yep.
Tell it.
Sorry. Is a yard sale that starts in Michigan and goes all the way down the 127. I actually believe it cuts through Ohio. All the way down the 127, all the way down to Alabama.
Yes. And I think some of us are going to try to meet around the Chattanooga area and maybe one day go north an hour and the next day go south an hour and try to meet a few cool people.
Hey, Eric OBX.
Eric OBX, what's up?
Right, Dukes of Hazzard, I can't jump.
Yes, me either, brother.
Brandon says he'll do it if he can use someone else's car.
Yeah. We've got a bump where a pine tree is growing on our driveway going out. If y'all see that in the videos, there's actually a bump, and I think it has blown my shocks. So I don't need, my little Fiesta doesn't need to be jumping any big hills.
Hey, Matt M., I don't know if you can see it, but that top card right there, that Zion right there is from Matt.
Yes, thank you, Matt. NikkiT loves it. NASCAR man, good to see you.
Marie said she wants to do the 127. Hey.
NASCAR man, I have bought a bunch of Hot Wheels. I don't want to reach over here and grab them right now, but we love the Hot Wheels. That was probably, I started selling a bunch of Hot Wheels on YouTube and or on eBay and hadn't got any of that much lately.
Hey to Dave.
What's up, Dave?
Your son looks just like you, Dave. He really does. Oh my gosh, if y'all didn't see that picture earlier, his son looks just like him.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So that is one of the things we have learned. This, all this, how it's affected reselling, and I just wanted to kind of get into the next thing. Let's see if I can.
Hope to see you, Louie.
Yeah, we're going to be there. We hope to be there. I mean, it all depends on everything else. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
What have you been taught by our new normal? So we've already sort of talked about this, the new normal, everything going on, what we have been taught. So here's a few things that the Rev has learned, and we'll discuss this. Here's the first one. I take too many things for granted. Now, we'll just kind of open that up for discussion. I have noticed that. Have you noticed that?
Oh yeah, I think this everything that's gone on recently, the pandemic has definitely shown me things that I take for granted, for sure.
We used to be able to go to the movies and get popcorn and drinks, and we used to be able to go and open doors for other people or ourselves and not have to think anything about it. We used to be able, to go to Walmart and not wear a mask. I mean, think of all of these things that we took for granted that we didn't even. These are just the little itty bitty small things that we have taken for granted. Yeah. But for me, being in ministry and being a reseller and, wanting to get out and see people, I haven't made a visit to a nursing home in probably over 4 months. It's been over 4 months since I have been able to go. And I mean, I absolutely love visiting nursing homes because I can carry one of these books. Y'all know what this is? This is a Bible. I can carry this Bible into a nursing home, and I can meet as many of those people as I want to meet. If they see the Bible, they'll want to come talk to them. Man, I've taken that for granted. I used to do it and think, well, I'll always have that opportunity. It's been 4 or 5 months since I've set foot in a nursing home.
Like Matt said, they got to eat in a restaurant for the first time this past weekend. Simple things. The Hudsons say they used to be able to hug their friends.
Yeah. We got a guy that's connected to our church that actually the church pays to come cut our yard. We're blessed. He comes, cuts our yard. I saw him when he drove up. I was doing some things in the yard, and I walked over to him, and I'm a dude from the South. I want to shake everybody's hands. And now it's so awkward now to say hello to someone without me offering my hand to shake their hand. I've taken that for granted, that physical touch of being able to hug a neck or to shake a hand or to pat a back.
Yeah.
It's tough. We have taken that for granted.
Nitro says I learned to pray more over the quarantine.
Yes, boy, that's some wisdom there. We don't all have it together, but I know the one who does.
Yes. Colton said he saved a lot of money. He ain't been in Walmart every day.
Yeah, I've been in Walmart more than I should have been during this pandemic.
We haven't been to Walmart every day, but when we go, we seem to spend money because we're buying cards.
Yeah. So, there's so many things that we've taken for granted, but here's one. My granny right now, my granny Dallas, she is in the hospital with COVID, and it has been because of all different kind of things without going into it. I haven't seen my grandmother in a long, long time. You hadn't seen your grandmother that passed away in a long, long time. We just take certain things for granted that we've got time. We can go next week. We can go next month. And next month, next week may not have that opportunity. Joey Bada Bing, what's up, brother? Good to see you.
I'm a hugger. I've had some awkward moments myself. Yep.
Yeah, I get it. It is tough. Dan Answer, man, I put gas in one of my cars last week for the first time since early March. Crazy. Yeah, I get it. We are saving money when it comes to travel and gas and restaurants and you name all this. Yeah. It has. Douglas says, I love visiting people in the nursing home, the love and the stories. You're right. Boy, I tell you, there's so many of those that you won't be able to hear any other place but a nursing home.
Yeah.
What a blessing
Uncle Bo
that
says,
is.
I miss the weekend cookouts. Yes.
Yeah, we still have a group that we've sort of quarantined together with, And we go and play cards still, but yeah, the bigger groups, yeah, you're right.
Well, we didn't even do that really until they started lightening what they meant by quarantine here. We were at home, quarantine, didn't go anywhere, because I'm considered high risk too, and I know some people may look at me like I'm crazy for going out, but I'm asthmatic. I have an autoimmune disorder that makes me susceptible. So we kind of hid for the first little bit, but at some point, I work for the school system, so at some point I have to eventually get back out with precautions, of course. I do wear a mask. I do carry the hand sanitizer and all that fun stuff that they ask that you do. So
Roy Dallas is her last name. I had a Granny Wheeler, which was my dad's grandmother.
For him.
Yeah, and it's that's the last name, so it's Dallas. Dallas.
Her mom's name is Dahls.
Yeah, I saw it. I read it. I can read.
Oh,
well, I got a degree. Deegre.
Just helping you out.
Oh no!
You got 40-year-old eyes.
I was joking. Oh, Nathan talking about my eyes. But that's that's one of the things that I have learned. I take too many things for granted. I don't know about you, but I know I have taken so many things for granted, and I hate to say this. I would like to say when all this settles down, it won't be that way, but we'll probably take other things for granted.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Colton. Because when I went to the dentist today, they took my temperature and sprayed me down like a dog with hand sanitizer.
Oh, my. I hope they gave you some help, brother.
I did. Hey, Jagger, how are you? I sold Tylenol extra for a whole box for $16 plus $5. I paid $1.88. Awesome.
Wow.
Nice.
All right, so here's the second thing that I have learned. And NikkiT actually asked me, when I said this, when we went through our agenda before, don't get caught up in the minutia, the small trivial details. Y'all see how I put that parentheses in there?
He likes that word minutia. He sounds like Roy said, you edumacated.
Edumacated, that's right. I got my edumacation. Yeah, don't get caught up in the minutia. I want to confess. It's confession time. I don't know if any of you ever need this confession. I'm going to get it a little bit over here where we can get into confession time. Before all of this mess really hit close to home, even in the beginning of the pandemic, I would get caught up in having the perfect picture on eBay. Having, a video. I really hadn't paid all that much attention to like thumbnails and all that, but when the videos on YouTube, man, I'd want it to be just right. I'd want all of these, and I'd get so caught up in the small details that I was working the fun out of a lot of stuff. I was, getting so caught up in the little bitty details that I wasn't allowing myself to breathe. I'm not a perfectionist, but maybe if you are, you understand as a perfectionist, it's hard for you to get things. It's hard for you to do things.
I want to say hey to Babette. Hey. Steve-O. I want to kind of tell a little story on Rev. He says, and hey Goomba, he said that he's not a perfectionist. I'm going to say he kind of is. He used to work for a printing company, and we actually used to own a printing. We had some printing equipment where he would print.
Wheeler Printing.
Yep, some stuff. He is kind of a perfectionist. Everything has got to be centered just right. Everything's got to look just so.
Yeah. So it's been hard for me to do thumbnails that are not just. I mean, you got to. I'm learning. I'm learning YouTube. I'm learning all of these different type things. So what NikkiT says is right. I wrote down one here. I got a neutral feedback about 60 days ago. It was in a different language. It was in, I believe it was Spanish. I went back and looked at it. It was actually a veggetti, and the person said the veggetti didn't cut right. So it was a product review over an item that I sold that I had refunded them their $10.76. But I got so hung up on the neutral feedback. I mean, it was the minutia. Just the small itty bitty details. NikkiT is always right. Man, she is always right. And she points that out. That's not a small detail. That is that's the big detail. But I don't know if y'all have learned this. I know I have been taught this, is that don't get caught up in the minutia. And right now I'm caught up in the minutia because look at the thing. I've got lesson, and then I've got number 2, all one word. There needs to be a space between lesson and number 2.
I was saying those are some wise words.
Look at there, y'all. Lesson number 2 should be there. You start digging deep into things, you'll make a hole you can't get out of. Man, that is so true. Trying to make a perfect hole, and then you stand in it, and next thing you know, you're going to need a ladder to get out.
I need a ladder no matter where I'm at.
There's a message. That's a good point, too. There's a message there, Colton. So I don't know about y'all. Maybe you get caught up in the minutia, the small details of stuff, and get hung up. It's like people that get a game and they want to read all the details of the game instead of just playing it. I think we need to enjoy the game. We need, in this life, this thing we deal with, we just need to enjoy the game and have a good time. I'm not perfect. I made a mistake once, but I was wrong. LOL. That was good, Roy.
Babette said you'd be great at her full-time job.
What is your full-time job, Babette?
Yes, Matt. I always win.
She does always win. She always wins, Matt. Thank you for pointing that out. She wins again. NikkiT always wins. That's so true.
Yeah, Dan said his OCD sees all the minor details in formatting and order. I'm learning to try to let it go.
Dan, I agree, brother. I thank you. You've helped me out on a few things that I should have already seen but didn't, and it's true. All right, y'all, here's a big one. I want y'all to see this one. I think this one is really, really important. Life is short. Resell for life. Don't make reselling your life. Now, y'all, let's do a little banter on this one. I have been really, really, really enjoying reselling. When I say enjoying reselling, I mean it is fun. NikkiT has caught the bug. She enjoys reselling.
I do.
But when reselling becomes our life, it's really not good. It's kind of like if you have a job that you're making $1 million, but you don't have time to spend the money, then what good is the job? I think reselling sometimes it can become that we're not experiencing life because we're doing reselling. So I don't want reselling to be my life. I want to resell so that I can experience life. Live life. Yeah, one of the things we do is like to bless other people. And we've had opportunity to do that. We've had, just privileges of doing that. But we need to enjoy life more, I think.
Yeah. I think sometimes you can get caught up in the little small details that just drive you nuts. I was going to scroll up. Joey said he's got cards coming tomorrow. He can't wait to see.
Oh no, I think what he's saying is tomorrow's Thursday. Now don't let the cat out the bag, brother. I'm gonna be looking tomorrow too.
I have a feeling we hunt it down.
That is.
Babette answered your question earlier. She's an online instructional designer for TAMU.
Oh, cool. I don't know if I'd be good at that or not, but I'm sure you are great at your job. That is.
I saw Victoria come in too.
Hey, Victoria. Always good to see adventures in reselling. She says, "Hey, Joey," but we'll say hey to Victoria. Looks like Jagger come in. I don't know if we've said hey to you yet. Don't let eBay become an idol. Oh, my goodness. Let's take a screen share right here. eBay has been great for me. eBay has been a blessing, but eBay cannot be my life. YouTube cannot be my life. All of these things are secondary, probably even less than secondary. So we need to go even further than that. Anthony at Pittsburgh. Oh, man, you don't have to apologize for being late. You're just right on time. Good to see you, man. Jeremy says reselling has given me a great quality of life, but then YouTube stole my life. Man, YouTube is a blessing, and y'all are a blessing to us, so we're grateful that you share your life. You and George both share your life with us. So that's just an important piece of information, lesson that I have learned. And
prayers for them, Jagger. I saw that. Prayers for that family.
I did not see it. What was it?
A young man his life was taken in North Carolina, and he hopes they find whoever did it.
Amen, brother. We're praying that way as well. All right, y'all. Here's lesson number 4, and it comes with a story. Lesson number 4: your buyer is going through a similar experience. Now, I'm going to pause this right here just for a second and let everybody realize what I'm saying. I have been on eBay long enough to know when we get those return requests, or we get those odd requests, or we get that message and your temperature begins to rise and you begin to think, this jerk is just trying to take advantage of me. I've had some of those lately. I've had more of those lately than ever before. And you got something you're going to show?
Oh, no,
I'm chasing the squirrels.
Saying hey to Iowa Bob and Brittany Brand.
Hey, y'all. But your buyer's going through a similar experience. This is there's no I in COVID. You know, we have heard this a million times, right?
But there is an I in COVID, just so y'all know.
Is there?
COVID.
Oh yeah. There's
no I in Corona.
Corona, that's what I say. Doggone it, I done messed it up.
Sorry,
people are saying we're all in this together, and it's like, oh, we've heard that a million times. That is not important. But guess what? We're all in this together. We are all dealing with this pandemic, all of this stuff going on in our world. We're all dealing with it. People are dealing with it at different levels than I am, different levels than you are. So there is an I. Marie, I appreciate you pointing that out.
I figured I'd let him know that, Marie, that there's an I in COVID.
It was such a good thing until I said it. But that's one of the things that we get, we need to remember. I know one of the things that I need to remember is that buyers are going through the same thing. I sold a pink, I hadn't even told NikkiT this. I sold a pink Zion Williamson rookie card, pink camo prism for $155 about a month ago. Well, the buyer, said it maybe 3 weeks ago, but the buyer messaged me and said it's hung up. I looked on tracking. It said it got to his post office, but it did not show delivered. So I messaged him. I said, hey, brother, it's there. It's going to be coming. I know it's going to be coming. Don't worry about it. A couple days passed. He messaged me again, brother, the card. Didn't say brother, just said the card still hadn't got here. Can you do this? Can you do that? So I told him what everybody says. The United States Postal Service is going crazy. They're in this pandemic.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's coming, all of this. Well, he messaged me again today and said card's still not there. So y'all know what I did?
Refund.
I refunded the cat $155, and he's probably going to get the card tomorrow. So it's a first-class package. My fault. I should have done priority. No insurance. I'm out $155 on this card.
Can I insert something right here?
Insert.
I know that as resellers sometimes, and Joey's in here, sometimes we get a little frustrated with USPS. Those are your children.
Heard somebody coming in. I was about to pull out my 9.
But let's not forget that USPS is facing all the same struggles that we're facing.
Yeah, they are. I mean, there's all kind of stuff going on with them too. I know there's centers that are not being manned the way that they should because of the ailment and the sickness. Hey, Jennifer, the best mod in the business.
And Babette.
Hello. So, all of these things is something that I'm learning from this pandemic. NikkiT says I'm a perfectionist, so I expect perfection. When I send something through United States Postal Service, I pay them the $3.68 or whatever it is that I'm sending. I expect them to get that package to the destination. I expect them to do it in a timely manner. I expect them to do it right. And when it costs me $155 plus shipping,
right.
It stinks.
Yeah. Joey said he wishes there was a million of him. But
she's got a note.
In the bag, in the laundry room. Sorry, guys.
Our kids are writing us notes.
We have an indoor cat and an outside cat, because the indoor cat does not like the outside cat that we at one point tried to make an indoor cat. That did not go well.
The outside cat is polydactyl. Y'all know what that is?
Extra toe on each foot. So she's got 4 extra toes.
She's like awesome. She's got like hands for feet.
They want to know where her food is. It's like man eyes. It's right there where they can find it.
So of course I did. I refunded the $155. Told the cat, hey man, if you get the card, you let me know. I don't know if he will or not. If he wants to pay me back, if he gets the card, that's great. If I get the card back, I'll let him know. Yeah. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Had to learn that.
Let's see.
You got anything else to go with that one?
Nope. I was just saying, even extend some grace to our postal workers right now, because they too are,
Oh yeah, I could not imagine being caught up in this pandemic and having to deal with the things that they're having to deal with. Lesson number 5. You want to hit that one?
Continue to work hard, one moment, one step, one listing at a time.
That's so preachery, right? Isn't that so?
Such a preacher thing to say.
But is it true? How do we move forward? How do we face these hardships when it comes to family? How do we face the struggle when it comes to shipping stuff and it not getting there and refunding and all this. We just got to continue to work hard.
We list baseball cards.
We list baseball cards, basketball cards. We just do what you're doing right now to the best of your ability. And when you get done with that, do the next thing that you've got to do to the best of your ability. When you get done with that, one step, one listing at a time, one moment at a time, continue working hard. And I believe when we do that, things will come out in the wash. I think it is only wise for us just to continue on in the midst of all of this mess. And just keep going.
Yes, Victoria said, we treat others the way we want to be treated. Yes.
Eric says, control what we can control. Man, that is so true. We just do our part, and that's all we can control. Eric, man, you probably hit the nail on the head, because I probably spend more energy getting caught up in the minutia. I spend more
he's proud of that word.
Energy. Minutia. I get so caught up in that it that I can't control it. I can't do anything about it. So
it sounds like such a southern word. There's so many people on this cat. Let me minutia over for you.
What you talking about?
It sounds that.
Does it count if I take one step hard work and only get one listing done? Roy, man, we all have been there. Only reason I'm doing 10 a day and averaging over 10 a day is because I put a challenge out there that I was going to do it. So I'm keeping on. Brittany Brands, we said hey to Brittany.
But we hadn't said hey to Caltech. Hey, he was in. I just saw him coming a second ago.
Hey, Caltech, good to see you.
He hated that about your card. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's one of those things that we just have to keep moving forward. It stinks, man. It really, really stinks.
Lone Star said it sounds like men's new shoes. Is that what I said in a Georgian accent?
Minutia. I got my new shoes. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That word, minutia and veggetti.
Veggetti.
I hate that word.
Caltech says, I've been selling on eBay since 1991. I've had my share of these. I insure anything that would break my heart if UPS tanks a shipment. That is so smart.
Yeah.
If you've been doing it that long, you probably have figured it out. I know that I saw a video the other day. I don't know if y'all saw this video that Pete at Craigslist Hunter did. I think, I don't know if it was the same video that Dapper Tiger and Mr. Bazelot was on, but he said anything that he ships that is over $50, he ships it priority mail. Now, what do you get when you ship priority mail? You get $50 insurance automatically. So if I had shipped that car that didn't cost me $155, but the value was at $155, I would have at least got $50 of that back if they lost the package. So
Dan's using your.
Yeah, Dan, I've heard that before. Whereas like a rocking chair, it gives you something to do, but never gets you anywhere. That is so true. I have used that numerous times.
Yeah. Nitro says worry steals the joy of today.
Yeah.
It does.
It is that'll preach too. That's Pete. Yeah, Pete says Pete at Craigslist Hunter said he does that, and boy, there's some wisdom in that, most certainly. So make sure we get that done. So keep going forward. I think that's the best thing that we can do as resellers in the midst of this pandemic. It doesn't really matter what it is that we're doing and what it is that you're facing. I think moving forward is a big, big deal.
Yeah.
All right. So what do we say? We don't have this on the agenda. Questions, conversations, maybe something that you want to interject. We want to make sure that we honor your time. We try to keep it within an hour. So this is not a commercial for the end. We're not saying that we're concluding. But for the next 7 days, we are going to be putting out a video every day at 7 p.m. here on the YouTubes. Always say, God willing and the creek don't rise. We're going to do that. So we encourage y'all to come back, watch these videos. And a week from tonight at 9 p.m., we're going to have the final day video, right? It'll be day 21. We'll be on a Wednesday night, 7 days from now, day 21. So we'll be able to come back, hopefully celebrate that we have done our 21 days, and we'll share with you what we have learned through this whole challenge.
Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate it. I probably should have talked to Rev. It is Simply Southern, yes. Before I brought this up, but I thought about, usually we go yard selling. I don't know if we'll be able to do much yard selling Saturday because we do have a funeral service, but we probably will get to go Friday. And I was thinking, we've been doing kind of like little treasure hunts. We did one where we looked for items that represented other YouTubers. Maybe y'all give us help us create a treasure hunt list.
Yeah, that'd be
Drop
cool.
in the comments something that you would like to see if we could find. And we can hold a competition that way to see who can find the most on the resellers suggested treasure hunt list. So if y'all would like, you can throw them in the comments below, and we'll look for those at our next yard
different
sale.
things that we can, different things that we may find at yard sales. That'd be a fun thing to do for the next 5 minutes. And if we can come up with some of these and find these things, Build-A-Bear, the child.
Because NikkiT always wins.
Yes, she does.
I did get that today.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
I didn't know if you wanted to show it off.
Oh, it's in the living room, but I did. I have never really collected anything in my life.
Pool filters. Look for Hot Wheels.
Pool filters, Hot Wheels. All right.
We do.
Vintage lawn darts. Oh God, you can't sell those on the
Yeah. That would be cool to find, though. If I found some lawn darts, I would. That would be cool.
Yeah, antique phones from the 70s. Okay.
Anything the child on the treasure hunt. True, okay. Antique phones.
And if y'all would, please put them in the comments on this video so we can have this list. Hamster
wheel. That's right. Look for
Pulitzer.
Look for Alabama merch. We do find a little bit of that around here. Roll Tide.
Oh, why are you hitting me, Colton? Oh.
Go Dogs. Think them. Right there.
Yep.
Lily Pulitzer. I think we know.
Yeah.
Thank you. Eric knows I need all the help I'll get. I'll give Rev a leg up. Metal detector. Yes. Lily Pulitzer. Alabama merch.
Shoes. Oh my gosh.
I found a hamster wheel today. That is awesome. Tory Burt's not fair. I like it. Babette. I need all the help I can get. Leave them snakes in the grass, but watch out for them. That is so true.
Yeah.
Yes, no Bama merch, Caltech.
Oh, yeah, I remember what I was saying. Yes, I did. I started collecting the child, the baby Yoda, as he's called now. I do kind of pick what I want of his, but I have several things now. And today I got in my Build-A-Bear, which was a limited ordering. So
Dan said Liberty Puzzles. There's no doubt we're looking for Liberty Puzzles. I don't know if I'll ever find another one in my life, but it would be awesome.
Automatic shower cleaner.
Yeah, they sell. I've seen that. Texas A&M.
Graphing calculator. Abraham Lincoln mug.
Okay, cool. Okay. Graphing calculator.
Anything Redskins. A 1990 calendar. Wow.
Anything Redskins. They're not going to be Redskins anymore. So that is something. 1990 calendar. That is random.
I was 7 that year.
7. I was 10. I was 9 and 10.
Old comic book. Hey, we are. I don't know. Are those old?
Yeah, probably.
Anything
old comic
Star
book.
Wars.
Yeah, cool.
Speaking my language. The child. My wife calls. That's what my wife calls our daughter. Yeah.
The child, yes.
The child.
Longhorn, UT. All right. Longhorn
Creepy clowns.
Stuff.
Why?
Colton is good with the dolls and the clowns. All right,
we're going to find an Alabama creepy clown.
I'm Brad, said vintage underwear. Brad, I sold vintage underwear today. I sold some whitey tighties today on eBay. I think I got like $24 for some 1990 underwear.
Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies, get some points on the board. Oh man, we can get like 100 points. We can be a Walt Chamberlain.
I'd buy it, NikkiT. He said he'd buy the creepy clown, the Bama creepy clown. You would be in trouble with Courtney.
Preferably new. Yeah, I don't think you can sell used ones on eBay. Let's see here.
Courtney would disown you, Colton, if you brought home another creepy clown.
Want to buy my Longhorn hat, Lone Star?
Chucky doll. Oh, Rev would like freak. I told him that one time we have all these China dolls, and I told him in October we're gonna have one that starts showing up in random places of the house. Y'all, he wouldn't come inside.
We'll be looking for a new house. I promise you. If something goes creak in this house, I'm gonna go gone in this house. Got some Beanie Babies. There's Eric's channel. Y'all go check Eric out.
Yep.
Eric actually did a listing challenge, 80 listings in 8 hours. Awesome, man. That was awesome.
A wig for Rev, and he could sport it the rest of the day.
I actually found a hat, Brittany. I actually found a hat the other day that you put it on and it's got all the hair. I should have picked it up.
It looked like a Guy Fieri hat.
Yeah, it did. New Orleans Baby Cakes gear.
Oh my gosh. Steve-O has the Buddy doll. I couldn't do it. Now, I love scary movies. I will be completely transparent. I love scary movies. But I don't know if I want the doll in my house.
Eric was in beast mode. Colton mentioned that. I went in and was like there, and Eric was like getting them last 8 listings done. He was in the zone.
That would be a good one if we could find it, Uncle Bo. He said a Cabbage Patch doll with the birth certificate.
Oh my!
Wow, yeah.
We actually went to Cleveland the other day where they actually have
you can buy the newly born.
You can actually see them born, Uncle Bo. That's pretty cool.
A Game Boy.
A Game Boy. Got one back here. Got returned. Yeah, that's a good one. So we've got a lot of these, right? We have got a lot of stuff that we will be able to find. Y'all have been awesome. Vintage Fisher Price toy in the box. Okay, in the box. That's good. So you remembering all these? We'll have to go back and look at the live chat.
Go back and recheck.
And if y'all could comment these in, I don't know if it helps live videos. Everybody says live videos don't do any good.
Honestly, just so we can have it a list, we can either print or write down. Just Yeah,
Pyrex coffee percolator, Dukes of Hazzard big wheel.
Y'all would probably see Rev riding that if we found one. A salad spinner. You want a salad spinner to go with your veggetti?
Man, I think they sell big though. I've seen that Dukes of Hazzard DVD. That's from our area. That would be
Search for
good.
A vintage lawn tractor sprinkler.
Vintage lawn tractor sprinkler. That would be cool if we found something like that. So we're gonna have to take all these down.
I will buy reseller bingo. That would be. See, y'all type your suggestions in the bottom, and we will see who can find the most, or who can
$6 million man figure. That would be cool.
We actually have a $6 million man record that came in the record deal we bought, and it actually has a little book inside of the record, so it's really cool.
I didn't know that. I hadn't listed that one yet.
One for me.
She's gonna find it. It's gonna be set up on the YouTube. She's gonna get that done. Well, y'all, once again, y'all have blessed our heart. We thank each of you so very much for hanging out with us. Those of you, all of you that have commented tonight and told us you're praying for us, we appreciate that. My grandmother, my dad, whoever in our family that may be dealing with a sickness, I'm sure, they're tough and God's got this. I think many of you have pointed that out. We have faith, so we just encourage each of you to continue to pray. Remember these things that we talked about tonight. What were they? I take too much for granted. I get caught up in the minutia.
Get caught up in the men's shoes.
My life is short. Reselling for life. Don't make reselling your life. Your buyer's going through similar experiences, and keep moving forward. I think for me, that is what I'm having to learn through all this mess, and I hope you're learning it as well. So we love y'all. We thank you so very much. Comment below on this and let us know some of these things that y'all want us to find. We'll try to remember those that have commented already.
Yes.
We love y'all. We thank y'all. What do we always say? We know no way of closing out this video than saying
Minutia.
Deuces. May God bless. We love y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Yes. Bye, y'all.
This awkwardness